Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you so much, everyone who's tuning in, watching these videos. I hope that they are helpful, right? I want to welcome everybody to our class, OT with Dan. I'm Dan. Welcome to our OT class for today, all right? So remember, just a reminder, this is just meant to be an educational class that parents can do with their students and can help implement these strategies, learn these skills, right? Practice different things, moving our bodies around, practicing different strategies, talking about different things. And if you're keeping track in your notebook, we're going to be doing different activities for each letter of the alphabet. By the time we finish the alphabet, we will have a whole big notebook full of different activities that we can use for breaks, movement breaks, body breaks, breathing breaks, brain breaks. Okay, we can schedule them throughout the day. We can schedule them before sitting and working activities, educational activities, and they can just help to get our energy out and help us to focus, all right? Also, this is not meant to replace any existing therapies or services, okay? Just meant to be a nice educational activity for parents and students to work with me at home and join along and have some fun, okay? And also, I'm not able to see what anybody's doing, so please make sure you are safe and careful. Please make sure you look around, pay attention to your space, okay? Consult with your doctor, primary care physician, healthcare provider before starting if you need to. Otherwise, I'd like to welcome everyone to our class for today, okay? We have a fun activity for today, and who remembers what letter of the alphabet we are up to for today? Okay, if you saw our last classes and you know the answer, then please don't tell. Otherwise, today, we are learning our letter H, which is just one hand, H. Okay? So we practiced our sign language for our letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We did it on our other hand, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? Today is our letter H. Our letter H. Okay? Let's see if we can try it on both hands. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and today, H. Okay, so we're learning sign language too. Sign language is a good thing to know. It's another language. Help us communicate with some people who can't hear us speak and they use their hands to speak, okay? Or it's just a good way to practice moving our hands. And it's always good to know another language. So get to learn some sign language with me as well. All right, so we are going to be doing exercises, activities for our letter H. Remember, the different things that we're doing are just using our materials and items that we have at home. All right, so all we need for today's class is our notebook, our pencil, and that's it actually. Okay, so here's my notebook. Okay, can you find yours? And remember, the notebook is just so you can keep track. If you don't have a notebook, you can just use a piece of paper for today. That's okay as well. All right, so let's use our fingers. Turn this notebook to our next blank page. Okay, my notebook is falling apart a little, so I'm sorry. All right, let's go ahead and turn. So we have our A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We get to our next blank page. Okay. Okay. So for today, we're doing our letter H. So let's start out writing our uppercase and lowercase letter H. Before we start writing, I like to air write our letters. It's a good way just to practice visualizing the letters. And if there's any letters that we reverse or flip around, it's a good way to get it in our brain how we want that letter to look. So we can use our finger. We can make our capital letter H, okay, and our lowercase letter H. All right, what about with our other hand? Make our capital letter H and our lowercase letter H. Okay, Let's see if we can write it on our paper. Okay, so let's grab our paper. Okay, we're gonna take our pencil. Remember, we're holding our pencil in our fingers. If it's a little hard to hold a pencil, you can hold something thicker, like a marker, or tape around the pencil. It's a little easier to hold something thicker. You can also use broken crayons, pieces of chalk, just to practice getting that hold with the 3 fingers. Okay, we're holding our pencil in our alligator grasp, I like to call it, our bird beak. Okay? And our middle finger is coming to support. Okay, our pinky and ring are just kind of staying tucked in. Okay, so we're going to make our capital letter H. Remember, when we're writing, our wrist is moving. Okay, we're not writing with our whole arm. So we have our capital letter H and our lowercase letter h. All right, let's write our activities for today. Okay, so first we're going to work on our horse. Okay, we're making our first letter capital. Our next letter is lowercase. One hand is holding our paper, the other hand is writing. Our horse walk. Horse walk. Okay, then we are working on our hops. Okay, make sure you're paying attention to how much space you're using. So I like to use my pencil just to see how much space is in between, to make sure it's lined up, how much space is in between the letters, my finger for how much space is in between the word. Okay, so we have our horse walk, we have our hop, and okay, whoops, I missed our hammer. So we have horse walk, so let's switch up the order. So we have hop, okay, we can write next to it hug, and we can write next to that hum. Okay, so these are 3 very short words, so I count them as almost like one line, one activity almost. Okay, but they're 3 different things, 3 different activities. Horse walk, our hop, hug, hum. Okay, and our last one is our hammers, hammer hands. Okay, pay attention to how much space you're using. Our hammer hands. Okay. All right. First thing is our horse walk. Okay. So we do our different animal walks. We talk about how our animals walk. How does a horse walk? Okay. Our horse gallops. Okay. If a person is riding a horse, what does it look like? So we can practice jumping with one foot first, then switch. Jump with the other foot first. Okay. We can practice galloping forward like a horse, like you're riding a horse. And backwards. Okay. Jumping is a great way to get some energy out. And here, we have to gallop our legs, jump to the side, jump to the other side, jump in a circle, and the other way. Whew. All right, nice way to exercise those big muscles in the legs. Jumping is a great way to do some exercise, and the gallop makes us just practice using different legs at different times. Okay, remember we can always add on either by doing different categories while we're jumping, right? So we can gallop and we can count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And with the other leg, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Or we can gallop forward and back and say colors: blue, green, red, orange, yellow, purple, brown, black. Okay? Or names, any kinds of categories. We can always add a step like gallop, gallop, gallop. And then we can do frog jumps or jumping jacks or any kind of other activity. Clap, right? So we can gallop to the side and clap, clap, gallop, right? So we can really add anything we want, okay? We can use our arrows from our arrow exercises and practice following directions. We can really add different steps if we want to, okay? That's our horse walk, okay? So we could take our pencil and we check off horse walk. Okay, next, hop, kind of similar. Okay, the only difference is hop. We're hopping with both legs, so we can practice hopping in place. Okay, when we hop, we're not jumping. Okay, jumping is actually a little bit easier because our body just goes up and down and starts to get used to it. For hopping, we have to stop. Hop and stop. Okay, you can practice a super hop. Okay, hopping forward or hopping back. What about to the side? Other side. Okay, circle. Okay, if it's hard and you want to just hop fast, that's okay too. And see if you can practice one hop at a time. Other way. Okay, the hop is a great exercise, and also you can add on to it with adding different categories, adding different steps, adding different, animal walks, right? So practicing maybe doing our hops into a frog jump or our hops into from a bear walk, right? Bear walk, and then get up, frog jump, and then hop. Or even just frog jump into a hop. Right, we can add anything we want. We can use different things. All right, so that's our hop. A good way to jump with both feet. Get some nice energy out of the big muscles out of our legs. Okay, hop. Next one is hug. Okay, so hug is actually a really good strategy to use too. If we're ever feeling upset or frustrated or angry or stressed, we can ask for a hug. We can do a big hug to ourselves. Just squeeze, maybe squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your arms, okay? Sometimes a deep squeeze, a deep hug can just really help just get a lot of tension out. Squeeze your arm. Okay, if you're squeezing, you want to squeeze down your arm. Squeeze it out of the body, not in, out. Okay, squeeze out your arm, right? Hug, squeeze. Okay, you can use a pillow. So get a pillow. See if you can hug that pillow. Hug. Right? Make sure you're breathing. If you feel yourself tight, let those shoulders down. Breathe out that air. Squeeze and hug. Okay? You can make a pillow sandwich. Okay? You might have to ask a parent or a friend. Have one pillow in the back, one in the front. And just get a big hug from a parent or a brother or sister, a family member. You have to ask, of course, before hugging. But if you could get a nice deep hug, you can become sandwiched in the pillows. And it's just a nice, good, deep pressure all over the front and back of your body. And it feels nice to get that deep, deep hug. Okay, it could really help us to feel nice and calm and focused. Okay, deep hug. Okay? Or of course, you can always hug the pillow on your own, right? Every time we use the pillow, I always like to do some squeezes, some hugs of the pillow. Okay, cross off hug. Okay, next is hum. Hum is just singing without the words, right? So how do we hum? Hum, 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 hum. Right? Think of a song. Try to sing it without the words. Hum, 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 hum. Hum is just a nice way to give our bodies a chance to kind of relax, especially with sound. Okay, sound is really good for our bodies too. Sometimes if we're maybe not feeling so good and we listen to music, we might feel better, right? So sound, music can really change how we're feeling. Okay, so we can do a nice hum for ourselves to feel a little better. Okay, if we're sitting at the table and we just need a break, we could go somewhere quiet, sit somewhere comfortable, somewhere private, right? Maybe somewhere where we can cuddle up in a nice blanket. And if we just hum to ourselves, hum, 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 or we can hum with a friend or a family member, hum, 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 right? That humming can just be a fun activity that just helps us get that energy out and get just some new energy in. Okay, so humming is a really cool activity that we can do anywhere. And especially if you need a break, you can go somewhere private, like I said, and just do some humming, and the humming could work really well. Okay, give it a try. Sound is really good, really powerful. Okay, cross out hum. Okay, our last one is our hammer hands. All right, so I wanted to do horse walk and then hammer hands, but I accidentally started writing hop. So we started with our peaceful ones. Now after the hum, feeling nice and peaceful. But now we're gonna get moving again with our hammer hands. All right, so we can take another piece of paper for our hammer hands. Pull that piece of paper out. Pull that piece of paper out. Okay, if you're on your table, see if you can roll that paper. Or if you're doing it in the air, so not bending it, see if you can use your fingers nice and light and roll it. Roll that piece of paper. Okay, you can get a piece of tape to secure it. Okay, we're doing our hammer hands. Okay, so if anybody's used a hammer before, first of all, you know you have to be super duper safe, right? You can really hurt yourself or someone else with a hammer. So make sure somebody's watching, okay? Hammer can be very dangerous, so don't use a hammer alone, okay? Our hammer hand is a really good exercise to exercise our arms, our body, our core, okay? So we're gonna hold it with one hand. We're gonna practice going across our body to the other side. We're not swinging through, we're stopping, okay? If you want, on a piece of paper, you can draw maybe different targets or screws, nails, right? Different colors maybe. With the different colors, you can practice only hitting blue, right? A good way to do an activity with your eyes as well, only hitting red or green. Or you can do shapes, only hitting squares or circles. Or you could do different colors and shapes, only hitting blue squares or red circles, right? And you can practice just going across the body and to the table. That's a nice activity too, okay? So our hammer hand will go 5 times. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we're stopping, we're squeezing in our belly. All right, switch hands. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now with 2 hands. The hand that's on top, we're going in the other direction. Okay, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we switch and back to our other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, if you want to make it harder, you can practice hammering all the way down to the ground. Okay, be careful of your knee, not to slam your knee. See if you can do it without touching the ground. So you can go 1, 2, right? Door hitting the floor, right? Or using the hammer to hit the floor. 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, right? We're hammering something in. 3, 4, and 5. All right? 2 hands. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? If you want to make it even harder, you could practice switching back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or with 2 hands. 1, switch, 2, switch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right. So that's our hammer hands. We can do one hand or both hands. Remember, if you ever are using a real hammer, you have to be super, super careful. You can really hurt yourself or somebody else. Okay. So I'm not saying to use a hammer. Right? This is just our hammer hand exercises. It's a good way to use our muscles of our arms and our muscles of our body, and just the practice of stopping. Stopping is a good way to use our muscles. Okay? All right. Put out our notebook and we check off our hammer hands. All right, everyone. Whew. How's everyone feeling? I am sweaty. Whew. All right. So that's our activities for our letter H. Okay. Talked about our horse walk, where we are galloping, and our hop, jumping with both feet. Okay. And the 2 of those, we can do forward, back, side to side, in a circle, add a category, add another step, add an animal walk. Okay. If we want to make it harder, we can always add directions with our arrows or multiple directions. We can trace our feet on a piece of paper. Trace your foot, right? Maybe when you're tracing, you go across the body to trace. So your left traces your right, and your right arm traces your left, right? Or have them on one paper and trace them, okay? If you have a copy machine, or if you trace a couple of them, you can make a pattern, an obstacle course. You can add hands to it. I saw a really cool one that you have to do different things with your hands and your legs. Okay, so you can make a really cool obstacle course with that. Do a lot of different things. Horse, hop. Next is our hug. Remember, that deep hug can really help. That pillow sandwich, right? Just a nice, calm feeling. Okay, or we can do some self-hugging by squeezing or hugging ourselves. Right? Squeezing those arms, squeezing those muscles. Okay, so be careful, don't hurt yourself. And our hum, just the power of the sound, humming to ourselves. Right? If we need to take a break, we can find a nice quiet corner and just practice some of that humming. Okay, and our last one, our hammer hands. We could do it with one hand, or we could do it with both hands. Switching sides, really working our core. Okay, really nice way to do some exercises. So remember, you don't have to do all of these exercises. I just want to show you them all so we can practice them all. If we're keeping track in our notebook, then by the time we finish our alphabet, we're going to have a lot of different exercises and activities, strategies, different things that you can choose from. And if you need to take a break, or a movement break, or a brain break, or a body break, or breathing, or just have these throughout the day just to help with our energy, help with our focus. Okay, you can choose different ones. You can make your own up, right? It's just a whole bunch of different activities that we can use just for fun if we need them. All right? So I hope everyone is enjoying, hope everyone is learning. okay? So remember, today we learned our letter H. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. All right, come back next time for our letter I. All right, thank you everyone so much. Big round of applause for everyone. All right, these are our harder classes, these level 3s. So if you're going through these level 3 classes, awesome, 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 okay? You might be sweating like me by the end of it, but just shows that we're getting moving and we're moving our bodies, and that's always a good thing, to use our muscles and to use our bodies to move. Move is good. All right, thank you everybody so much. Hope you're enjoying, hope you're learning, hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. All right, I want to wish everyone an awesome rest of their day, awesome rest of their week. Whenever you're watching this, wherever you are, okay, hope everyone stays safe and healthy. Okay, thank you so much again for watching. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm Dan, the OTman1@gmail.com. I can try my best to answer. All right, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want to get notified every time there's a new video. Okay, I'm trying to do daily videos for our letters and reviews, and I have fun activities in there too. Try those out, see if you like them. Okay, and I have some more surprises to come too. All right, hope everyone is enjoying. Again, not meant to replace any existing therapies or services, just a fun educational activity for you to do at home along with me. Okay, for parents and their student and our students, their children, parents, your children, our students, to just practice these different things together, learn these skills, practice these strategies, all right? And just to have fun, keep learning, keep growing, okay? And also, since I can't see anyone, please, please, please make sure you are safe, okay? Don't use any of these activities to hurt anybody, or definitely not to hurt yourself, okay? I want everybody to be safe, be careful. Since I can't see you, please make sure you're looking around. See your space, see how you feel. Okay, make sure you're watching your friends or your brothers and sisters or your parents. Parents, watch your children. All right, everyone be careful. These activities are at your own risk. Okay, if you need to, you can consult with a doctor, healthcare professional, or your primary care physician, and before doing your classes, and just to make sure that you're safe. Okay, otherwise, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. All right, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.